Yo, how's it going, guys? No, I'm just kidding. welcome back. Welcome back to the Field of Dreams podcast. This is episode 2, and today we are here with
Itachi Tsukiyomi.
Yo. Oh, my fucking dog's going ape shit. That's the thing that happens on this podcast. My dog decides to go ape shit. All right. Hi, Itachi. Welcome to the Field of Dreams podcast. This is episode 2, and we're just here to talk.
Glad to be here.
I'm looking on your podcast form, and one of the things that you wanted to talk about was new releases. Could you elaborate?
For sure. There's been so many good new albums coming out in the scene recently, and I definitely want to highlight some of them. Like, there's one by my friend DJ Rapture / Tranquility called A World of My Own. Absolutely amazing album. I was there for him when he was making a lot of the songs, and they're just so good. They like perfectly encapsulate the vision of him, because the main idea behind the whole album is him highlighting songs of his childhood throughout his life. Ooh. And bring like a whole new meaning to them. All the songs have like different covers and stories under them. It's really, really impressive, and it's such a good album too. It's amazing. I recommend everyone to check it out.
Looking up his stuff on Bandcamp. Is it his most recent one?
Yes, it should be his most recent release.
World of My Own. Oh, I can already tell the aesthetic is going to be super good when I listen to it afterwards.
Yeah, and every cover has like a different or every song has a different cover, and every song has a story behind it. It's so impressive what he did with that album.
Oh wow. Look at this. This looks sick.
It's so good.
So you were there for him while they were making it?
Yes, this is something that we've done like honest ever since we both started making music. We'd always be with each other whenever we're making music. We just sit in a voice chat with FL open and just make songs.
Oh my god. A story of this world of mine that came to be.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Is there any other pieces that you like from him or them?
Oh, absolutely. He has so many good albums. I think which one is it? The You're on My Mind. That one is sure. I think it's the second song, I think. Yeah, the second song on there was one of my favorite songs of last year. It's outstandanding.
Wow.
The album that he dedicated to his girlfriend, and it's so good. I really hope it can get like a physical release, because it deserves it. It really does.
Dedicated to the love of my life. Have y'all ever collabed?
Yes. One of my first ever albums was us two collabing. That's what DJ Patara is.
Huh.
It was an idea that we had it was an idea that was like premeditated years ago. We just didn't expect it to come out in terms of like Slush Wave. But once we both figured out how to actually like use FL, we immediately started going on to making it. It would have probably been my first album if I didn't make the album before that first. But I was telling him, all right, I'm gonna finish my solo album, and then we're starting the collab immediately. And that's basically how I did. Like, I think like a few days after my album had come out, we immediately started working on DJ Patara.
Oh wow. You have 3 albums before DJ Patara though. On your
the two single, two of them are singles. Well, they're also, I have it organized to where I have all my singles as like before all the albums.
Oh.
But two of them, the two songs that came out in September, I did those two. Then I stopped and started putting songs towards the album, which came out on my birthday in October. And then after that album is when we started working on the collab.
Oh wow! So I've heard you wanted to get a physical release soon for at least one of your albums.
Yeah, I ever since the because my first album, A Star Is Born, which is the green cover, it did get released on World End Collapse, and I appreciate them so much for that. Jeff is the GOAT. And it came out so well. It looks so cool. But I do ultimately want to end up with a cassette release for one of my albums. That would be the coolest thing ever.
Is the one with World on Collapse the only physical of yours that you have?
Yes, that's completely me. Yes, but I am a part of the Hitachi video Signal Wave community CD that got released.
Oh,
because I contributed a song to that.
What you call it? Were you in the Christmas special for?
Yes.
Yeah, that physical one. I wanted to ask, what is your profile picture on Bandcamp?
On Bandcamp, it's a picture of Itachi. I don't know the specific scene. I don't know if it's like a specific art, but I think it's a scene from when they're talking as the group. And I was like, it was something different before, but then when I found this picture in my phone, because I was thinking, I know I have this picture on my phone, I think that'd be a way better profile picture than the first one I had. So then when I found it, I changed it to that, and it's been that since.
Oh, hell yeah. You got some fire-ass stuff on your Bandcamp. Especially Nightlight, the collab with Suitbeat. Oh my god.
Dude, I did not expect, like, I knew that it was going to be good, obviously, but I did not expect the amount of like plays that it was going to end up getting. Like, it is by far my most played album, like it's like almost double what's in second place. It's insane.
Oh,
it's almost at like 1,000 plays. That's ridiculous.
Wow, holy
dude, I couldn't, but I would always check the artist app, and I was like, yo, the plays just keep going up, 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 up. I'm like, yo, the album is like actually like going like sort of viral. Like, that's insane to me.
That's like my entire discography combined, and you're still beating me.
Dude, like, and then like when I had a listening party for it on Bandcamp because I got inspired because I was at Ishii's listening party. I was like, you know what, I should do it for this album. And yeah, a decent amount of people turned up, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. I did hit him up to do a visualizer for one of the songs, so I hope that can start getting worked on, because I know he's been busy with other stuff.
Definitely. Which song is it?
No Need for a U-Turn. That is probably my favorite Signal Wave song that I've done. It's, oh man, I love it so much. The loop on that, it's so good. Sweet V did so good with that chop, and when I'd sent the song over to him after I put my effects on it, he was like, yo, these sound almost exactly how I wanted them to sound. I was like, okay, that's what I love to hear.
That's when you know you did something right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And then you got another collab with Mystic.
Yeah. Like I said that was a self collab, so.
A self collab? Wait, you just collabed with yourself?
Yeah, bro.
What? I didn't know that. I'm not into all these 50 alias things that this whole community
that's the funny thing too, because I'd always said, like, even before starting music, I was like, I was not someone that was gonna have like a bunch of aliases. I was always wanting to keep everything under one name, but it's like I did forgo it for that one thing, and I guess I kind of technically did for DJ Patara, but that, yeah, so that's the self collab.
How'd you even get the idea of multiple aliases? If you had the original idea of only having one, what made you go for multiple?
I was heavily considering it because when I had first started making my when I first started making like my actual Signal Wave album and not just doing songs for the comms, I was like, I wonder if I should have another alias for this so I can just spam releases on it. But I was like, nah, I want to have everything under my name. But eventually, I was like, you know what? I'll go with this still because I think it's pretty cool, and it is a nice, it adds a nice mystique.
And oh wow! And then the Roses Over Eden one.
Yeah, that album was so fun to make. It came out so crazy because when I told him, and because the way I approached him for it is honestly, it'll probably forever be a really funny story, because I was up just like reading manga. I was listening to his album Alone Volume 1 while I was reading manga, and then there was like one song and I was like, yo, this song is unbelievable. So then when I finished the album afterwards, I messaged him. It was me kind of just taking like a shot in the dark because I didn't think he was gonna say yes. I was like, yo, I just listened to this album, it is amazing, would you be down to collab? And then he said yes, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect to get this far.
Oh dang! Well, we're doing this now.
Yeah. And then it basically started from there, and we just kept just sending songs back and forth, and it eventually came out as what we have now. And honestly, it's crazy how much it got played for how long it is. It's so much fun to make.
You've got some good, stories with people. Good lord.
Yeah.
You got freaking reading manga, and then, oh dang, I'm gonna switch tracks back and forth, and hey, look, it's a collab album. Dally ho.
It's honestly insane.
Oh, well, we kind of got off topic off the original question, but that's alright. Well, going back to the original question from... Oh, good lord, my dog. Going back to the original question from way back when, you wanted to talk about new releases. You started with the DJ Rapture. Then, is there anyone else you wanted to talk about?
Yep. And there's my other friend Gofa. I remember watching him, like, I was there for his like first album listening party, and I was like, yo, this guy's got it, bro. And then he started putting out more. Eventually, he did a collab with DJ Rapture under his Tranquility name, and that was like one of the first albums that dropped this year, and it is outstanding. He does hate, or yeah, DJ Rapture doesn't really like how his stuff ended up like coming out looking back, but I'm like, dude, this stuff sounds crazy, bro. And then recently he's been getting into, he did this he told us the idea for this album trilogy, and after dropping all three are just amazing. Like, his last three Bandcamp releases are just, they're so good. He is so talented.
It's another artist I gotta check out. Yeah, I can see it on the DJ Rapture page, the woman in the window one.
Yeah, this is Millennium House. It's outstanding.
Is that the actual name of the album, Millennium House?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we built this place as a refuge, the Millennial House.
I was in the listening party for that album, and I was planning to drop my album at like midnight of when the listening party was happening. But like, I was getting so impatient. I was like, you know what? I cannot wait any longer. So I'm just gonna drop it now, and we're gonna have the listening party for it now. And that's how that album came out. It was really funny.
Fuck it, we ball.
Literally. But like, that album that I did drop that for was is probably the closest I've gotten to sounding like my main inspiration, and it came out amazing, honestly. DJ Rapture says that the eighth song is literally like one of the best Social Wave songs ever, and I'm like, oh wow,
Oh
that's
my
crazy praise.
That's wild. I'm
He
surprised.
said that about like two of my songs. He said that about the eighth song on the album where it's the guy in the suit, and he said that about the first song on the Korean album, and I was like, yeah, that is wise, crazy praise.
I'm surprised you and Gofa haven't done a collab album yet. For
That is, it's funny you say that. We've definitely started throwing the idea around.
then how come you haven't done it yet?
He's been busy with other stuff.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking about it. I always thought, I don't like this kid. I'm not gonna collab.
Nah, I'm always open whenever someone asks to collab. I think that's how I've like ended up creating so many opportunities, because I always end up just like saying yes whenever the stuff rises up. Like for Nightlight, that's the way that album started. I talked about it in Channel N, but it literally just started because there was one day where Sweet was asking for people to collab, and I was like, yeah, I'd be down. And then he's like, oh, word. And then he DM'd me about it, and I was like, all right, yeah, we'll start it right now. And I had like, I think 1 or 2 songs done like immediately that day. And he was like,
oh my god.
yeah, that's how. I work fast. That's one thing that he said that he liked a lot, is that he also works fast, and so the workflow is just this like basically in sync, and it went by quick.
That's definitely one thing that Shoot B is known for. He kept asking about Nyctophobe right before it was gonna release, about when is it gonna come out. Oh my god. Not to dunk on him, but I got my life.
Yeah.
My whole weekend, the weekend that I was supposed to release Nyctophobe, and I didn't even have it mastered because I had that entire weekend just packed up to the brim. I had no room to breathe. And by the Monday of the following week, it was like, oh my god, I need to do this now.
Yeah.
Oh. Off topic, but I really love the community of Channel Zero.
It did. The way that whole thing started was so crazy, bro. Both Sweet and Ishii deserve just insane praise for putting that all together.
1000%. I was thinking about hosting like a mini artist collab with obscure artists, but they kind of beat me to it. Besides, I'm kind of still relatively new in the community, so.
Same.
When did you start in Signal Wave, or Slush Wave for that matter?
For Slush Wave, I started in September of last year, and then for Signal Wave, I started off just by doing songs for like the compilations, like Channel Zero, and then the Christmas comp, and then I didn't drop my actual Signal Wave album until December of last year, obviously.
Oh wow! Yeah, October of 25. You're recent. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't contribute to SignalCon. I don't think so.
No, I was not making music when SignalCon 2025 was going on.
Yeah.
That's definitely a big goal, though. I will be there this year.
You will be in 26.
I will make it there, one way or another.
Just the last thing I fucking do. Well, glad we can kind of go off topic, but going back onto the original question, part 2, the other thing you wanted to talk about is artist interviews. Yes,
I think that a big thing that's going to be positive for the community is doing more interviews with artists, and that's something that DJ Rapture has started to take a hold of by doing that. A recent interview with Memory Keeper 7. He still has to transcribe it and put it on Rim, but it was really fun being able to be there and watch the interview go down. And he's going to end up doing more interviews with other big artists and some smaller artists, and it's just going to be a good way to not only platform the smaller artists, but get more exposure on the genre.
Definitely. Wait, is I'm looking on the Slushwave server. Is DJ Rapture memory LeBron James?
No, that's Rias. Rias is the GOAT.
Oh,
DJ
what?
Rapture is Hayden.
Do what?
DJ Rapture and Tranquility are Hayden.
Is that the same thing with his Discord account? Like his name?
Yeah. Yeah, his Discord is just Hayden.
Oh, I saw Hayden all along the freaking fan page along Bandcamp. I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, that's DJ Rapture and Tranquility.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm still getting used to a lot of this.
Yeah, it's fine.
But back to the original thing, definitely, I want to see more artist interviews. That's why I'm starting to host the Field of Dreams podcast, because, like you said, it gives the opportunity to a lot more obscure artists to get their voice out, per se.
For sure.
Still kind of skeptical over the Slushwave interview, things. I mean, it is a good program, I will admit, but the last time it was done was January 21st. Meanwhile, the last one was not, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. About like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah. Trust me, they have all the questions for the next person ready, and they're gonna shoot the next episode on Thursday.
Oh, wow. I haven't been...
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
I'm
so happy for Hayden.
Do they have the people picked out? Like...
Yeah, it's gonna... The next one is going to be with Desert Sun.
Well, yeah, Desert Sand is already getting asked questions. Do you know the person after Desert Sand, or?
No, we do not know yet.
Ah, alright. That's what I was kind of wondering. If there's like a line already backed up.
It's not a line, but the main system we have is that we have a bunch of artists like listed out, and then we just we vote for who goes. And when we first did the vote, Memory Keeper and Desert were really close, like almost tied, but Memory Keeper had come out on top, and then we decided, we'll do MK first, and then we'll do Desert after. And then I don't know what they're gonna do after Desert. I'm not sure if they're gonna do a smaller artist next, or if they're gonna do someone that they're already thinking of. But that's all we know for right now.
How'd you know about that? Wait, well, that kind of makes... Because you're probably friends with a lot of the staff there.
Yeah, I was one of the first people in on the interview thing.
Oh, that makes sense. Is there like a group DM?
It's not a group DM, but it's a channel in the server it was like a thread that got created a little bit ago before the MK interview, and we all like started like setting up like the rules and stuff, and then that's where he started creating the vote.
Oh, I'm like learning more about how this whole system works here.
Yeah.
Oh. This has been fun.
It is gonna be really fun. I'm so excited to see the Desert one. It's gonna be really cool.
Do you think you'll ever get picked there?
Yeah, 100%. Because me and Hayden are we are literally like best friends. There's no way we don't end up doing an interview.
So it's just a matter of time at this point.
Really, yeah, basically.
Huh. Alrighty then. So, I'm looking on your forum from the original thing, and the last thing that you put down for some things you'd like to talk about are things going on in the world. That's gonna be a spicy.
Yeah, there's too many places to start.
We have all day.
I guess damn. I guess we'll start here because I mean we live here, but here things have just been. I don't even know, like there's not even like an ongoing joke, but there is something that I said to one of my friends on Instagram recently where it's I said that life in America has just become so impossible to parody because they're every single day they just somehow finds a way to become even more absurd than any sort of parody can think of. So it's just like the jokes aren't even like jokes anymore. They're just true.
They're just comments at this point. They're not even jokes.
It's not even jokes. It's just a commentary.
Yeah. I saw this one Sonic meme about Dr. Eggman trying to make America worse by healthcare, and he tries to name all the most devious things, and then Shadow comes in and says, "Oh, they already did that." What?
Yeah, we already do all that. Like, dude, it's so messed up, bro.
It's ridiculous, but
I would definitely say I'm a lot more radical whenever it comes to this sort of stuff, but it's like I'm just very, bro, the only way this stuff's getting, bro, some of these people just need to die, okay? That is the only way we're gonna end up fixing all this. These people just need to go.
Dang.
I told you, bro, I'm way more radical than most people when it comes to this stuff.
You just straight up said, yeah, they need to die. They shouldn't even be locked up in jail or put in solitary.
Nope.
No, they just need to die. Nope. Rid off the earth.
That down. Jail is not there to reform people, bro. It is not there for reform. It is there for, what's the word? Oh yeah, quote unquote indentured servitude, which is their new fancy way of just saying slavery, bro.
Okay. I just
So I told you, bro.
You really if there's one thing, you're really a man of your word. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely. I've been like that for years. I am very blunt in everything that I say, and I'm extremely direct. I have always hated beating around the bush because it gets no one anywhere.
It gets nowhere, yeah. Have your friends told you that you're very blunt and, you know?
Yeah, they know. They know, and I've told them, and they know that, and they understand that I am very direct, and they understand what I say a lot easier because of how direct I am with what I say.
We definitely need more people like you in this world. I swear.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you were to end up talking with Hayden, he would tell you probably the exact same things I'm telling you right now.
If he ever signs up for the Field of Dreams podcast, then I'm definitely going to ask him that, and he's probably going to give the exact same answer as you.
Mm-hmm. And the ongoing joke that we have with the both of us is that he's definitely a lot more. He would definitely be a lot more nicer in certain situations whenever it comes to this stuff. Like I'm just gonna go straight to the end point and just say how I see it. But like, at least with most people, like a lot of other people are a lot more, I guess, lenient with how they view people and certain things. But me, I'll just say it how it is, and I'll stick with that unless I'm proven otherwise.
God, you have such good taste. We need.
And that's the main thing. It's like I'm not doing this to say I'm sticking with this one opinion and you're never going to change my mind. It's that I'm sticking with this opinion until I have my mind changed, and I'm open to having my mind changed.
Yeah. And I'm just going to speak what comes to my mind.
Exactly.
Oh, I wish this world was more like you.
It's hard, bro. The people do exist, and a lot of the people that I am close with would definitely feel a similar way and speak a very similar way. Like I think of, like I said, Hayden, obviously very similar, and someone I do want to shout out that's very similar, that we're not the closest but we're still very similar, is Tefco.
Oh yeah, Tefco. Why'd you want to shout them out? Is it their attitude, or is it?
Yeah, I think all three of us have a very similar attitude, and honestly, the same with Gofa. Like, I think all four of us have a very similar attitude and worldview on just things going around and going on with the world, and we are all very in tune with the stuff that's going on.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't argue. I don't even know why I wanted to argue. You're just completely in the right, and I know
As I say, most people just don't understand. Like, people need to be like, now more than ever, it's more important to be aware of stuff that's actually going on in the world. You can't have the attitude of just being like, oh, it's not that deep. Not everything's politics. Not one, everything is that deep, and two, everything is political. Because people forget politics is literally just policies, and policies affect literally every facet of your life.
yes,
Everything.
politics isn't just red versus blue. It's more,
That's dude. Oh my god, that's what I. Oh my god, that's what I've been saying, dude. Yeah, that's one of the big problems I think with America is that they've implemented a system to where everyone has been just trained to view things as red versus blue, but our like political scope is so centered on some other side, whereas the rest of the world is way more open and way more like in tune with how like the whole spectrum is and not just one side.
definitely.
Because
I
with
mean,
America, it's literally just it's just conservative, and that you have conservative, you have slightly less conservative, and then even less like conservative. Like it's just people think that's just the whole spectrum. Like, no, bro, no, no.
all it boils down to, it's just us versus them. That's it.
That's what people don't understand, bro. That's what people don't understand.
Us versus them. I mean, even going back to your point about the other world still has the same issue as America. We just have it similar because we have a first-hand experience with it. But if you actually invest yourself in other countries' politics and news, they still have the same underlying issue as us.
Bro, that's what I was like. The thing that happened recently with Japan, bro. Like, oh my lord, they're
Oh,
literally having someone rise in a similar way that Trump did, and it's insane because they're all going along with it just because she's a woman. It's so crazy.
that's ridiculous. Technically, the same thing is going down around with Australia and Britain. Not necessarily the rising to power part, but the crackdown on free speech and stuff.
Yes, no, those EU laws are horrific, so horrifically bad.
I haven't looked too much into them, but I've seen a glance of them, and oh my god, you're so right.
Yeah, that online privacy thing that they're trying to push in the EU is horrific.
And the Australia banning under 16-year-olds on all social media platforms.
Dude, it's like everyone wants to talk about, oh, we need to have like a safe space for kids, but it's just like, no, they don't actually mean that.
And if anything, people are just gonna get what they want. It doesn't matter how much people try and stop them. It's just another
That's
obstacle in the road. It isn't
that's what I'm
necessarily
saying, bro.
like a wall. It's more like a boulder.
Exactly.
Ugh. This freaking world, I swear to God.
Yeah. Uh, funny. It's a funny place. It is a very funny place,
It's an interesting place, that's for dang sure. But we have
to
to be
say the
aware of
least.
it because, yeah, like you said, if we keep it underneath at all of us at all times, then it's gonna, we're gonna look back
It's
and
just
see how good we had it.
exactly. Everyone is trying to, and I mean, I get trying to always like be in some form of like escapism, but it's like you can't escape everything forever, bro. You're gonna have to smell the roses eventually.
Definitely. Well, I guess since we're on the topic of talking about things in the world, I'm on DJ Rapture's Bandcamp, and his description is interesting to say the least. Well, excluding the alien emoji that he literally has on the first sentence, he has "fuck capitalism, 0%
Yep.
AI," which makes sense,
Yep.
and then "free Palestine, Sudan, the
Yep.
Congo, ICE, and the people."
Mm-hmm. Not a single miss.
You're not wrong. And to protect the Earth before it's gone. That's the part that I'm interested in. Just You know, excluding all the politics aside, the politics itself. Well, actually, I just contradicted myself. Politics, the main politics aside, the political situation around the world has gotten so bad that it's starting to impact Earth, not Earth itself, not just us humans.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Because of capitalism.
wait, is it? Oh my god! Oh my god! I literally just missed it. Fuck capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
All this stuff with the pollution and the fossil fuels, that's all literally just ran by capitalism.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It's just the big oil companies always lobbying for whatever they want to stay in business instead of going to nuclear power, which is just proven to be way more efficient in everything.
Yeah. If anything,
It's a funny thing too. Sorry.
no, sorry. You go ahead.
It's a funny thing too because on the last song of my Signal Wave album, it's I used a sample of someone. I used a documentary sample of someone discussing nuclear power and using nuclear power in Florida, and it's a really interesting conversation. I mean, it's funny to look back at because it really we really could have had it so much better.
If only the world was better.
I'm pretty sure that I don't know. I'd have to look back at the interview day. I'm pretty sure that interview was like in the '80s, and it's so insane to see.
The insane part is that more people technically had self-awareness during the 80s and early 90s than it does today, technically.
It's just people have just been indoctrinated to not be self-aware and just accept things how they are and not look. That's what I'm saying. This is the rising problem of people not looking below the surface anymore. It's just like it's the same thing with like the media literacy thing. And it's the same thing with like people trying to be the willingly ignorant. Like these are the big issues that is causing all of this.
And it's sliding under the radar.
And people are just letting it happen because, again, they're not informed.
Yeah. Then it comes back to itself if they're not if they're blissfully unaware, blissfully in denial, then it's gonna continue and it's gonna create a loop.
They're never gonna, with those people, they're never gonna notice it until it actually starts affecting them. And even when it starts affecting them, they're just not gonna point out the obvious cause, and they're gonna try and blame someone else.
Oh, the blame game. You gotta love it. Oh. Well. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. So, enough of the real world talk. Even though it was great, I want to try and get some other things talking on this episode before we end it off. The sample question you provided. How did you hear and make your interested profession, come to be? And you said you had two friends, Hidden Reality or Sammy, and then Vaporcade.
Mm-hmm. They were the... Because when I had joined Social Club, I'd obviously just joined as a fan. It was there to just talk with people. But then, like, anytime I was talking with Cade, he would always say, like, it was one thing that stuck with me, and it was like, you seem like someone that would make music. And I was like, you know what? It's really interesting. And then when I had met Sammy, the more and more we had talked, he was like, yeah, you should really get into producing. You'd probably be pretty good at it. I was just kind of like, I don't know. But then eventually, one night after work, I had like texted DJ Rapture or Hayden and said like, yo, I really do think I could probably make this thing work. And I came home I think that night I came home was when I made my first 2 songs. And those are the first 2 singles on my Bandcamp page. And from then, then on out, it's kind of just only been up.
And the rest has been history.
Basically.
So, they've had a pretty big impact on you, haven't they?
For sure. Like, I think Cade was one of the first, like, people outside of, like, my main, like, circle of friends that was, like, really, really into, like, supporting my stuff before I'd even had an album out. And has been, like, one of the bigger supporters of whenever I put albums out. And then Sammy, obviously, I was there whenever he did, his one of his first social wave albums. Where is his name? He doesn't have it linked on his Bandcamp. This guy, man.
Oh my god. This guy.
Hold on. But yeah, this guy's so annoying. Never mind. Here it is. Yeah. His first main social project. I was there like the night because he was trying to decide the cover for it, and he had like 3 different covers, and I was like, "Yo, just pick this cover and release it because I just kind of want this to come out already." He was like, "All right, bro, fine." So then he picked that cover and then put it out that night. And I was like one of the first people to support it, and it's funny too because one of the covers that he didn't pick that he considered, I held on to that image. That's what became, that image is what the Mystic and me, or I guess the self collab, that's what the self collab cover is. It's that image cropped and edited a bit.
Oh, wow.
I say I hold on to, it's really funny how I hold on to covers, because for the Roses Over Eden one, that I had that cover, or at least the full image of it, I had it months before I had even started making music. I just held on to it as like an idea, and then I brought it up to him to suggest for a cover, and he's like, "Yeah, this is really good. I'm gonna go with that one." I was like, "All right, now I can finally use this." So like, there are some covers that I have that I hold on to, that I've held on to for quite a while. It was the same with my first album. I had that image on my phone for probably years and was able to use it for that.
Wow. How many covers do you have saved right now? How many do you think?
Too many to count. I always save whenever I have a cover. Whenever I find like a cover idea, I have it like, I have like a server where I like dump stuff in. I have a channel where I just save cover ideas if I eventually want to use them.
Wow. That's insane. You have like over 1,000 just pre-planned?
Maybe not 1,000, but I definitely do have a lot.
A lot more than you can count.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at your sample question. Did you really buy FL Studio, or did you,
Yes.
sail the 7 seas?
I did buy it. I had tried to get I had tried to sell the 7 Cs for it, but I was like, it was not working. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take this risk, make this investment, and buy FL Studio, and it has definitely paid off.
Definitely. You used BandLab first, right?
It's everything I did has started in FL.
Where'd I hear? Oh, whatever. That's for a future episode. I don't know where I've heard the band first started on BandLab. Maybe it was Tacos. I don't know. So you started on FL, and you're still making it on FL?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes for Signal Wave I'll use Audacity, but all of my main project files are on FL.
Oh yeah, you can save them on the actual paid version.
Mm-hmm.
I never did that because in my early days of the Daydreamers, I've always used the trial version, and all the project files are just lost the time at this point. I still have the original sample and downloads, but all the effects and stuff. Well, the plugins I still have, but the actual files are lost to time. Do you think you'll ever? Sorry, go.
That's the big thing with and that's one of the big things I have with keeping it under one alias, because like it's a also a super easy way to see like the growth of the sound by having everything under one name. Like my first two albums, I didn't even those were like me with like essentially like bare basics, and then with the Korean album, that's when I had first got the when I first got Echo Mode, and I first got the kilohertz effect pack, and then after that, that's when I first started doing like more ambient songs, and then after that was when I figured out how to finally do signal wave. Then with the suit cover is when I figured out how to use patcher, and from that point onward, it's been crazy. That's why I like having everything under one name, because you can really see like the growth of the sound over time.
Definitely. I mean, at this point, you could probably take a look back at your first release and your most recent release and be like, "Oh my god, is this even the same person?"
Yeah, it is it is night and day. I I do look back on that early era, a lot more fondly, especially since A Star Is Born got released on Woden Collapse. But like to see the growth from then until this most recent album, it's just been ridiculous.
Oh, I feel you. I'm pretty sure
My friend is
that's
Hayden
all our
is
music.
Hayden is highlighted as well. It's just like I've like improved in like such a crazy short amount of time. It's honestly insane.
That's even more crazy. You started like less than a year ago, and you've already, changed so much.
Mm-hmm. So happens to be as a student of the game.
Hey, progress is progress.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure all of us look fondly on our older releases.
Yeah.
Just the simplicity of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask what plugins you use, but you practically already talked about them on your progression 2 today.
Yeah, it's just like it's mainly outside of like the main just FL stock plugins. I have obviously use Supermassive.
Supermassive.
It's a huge plugin.
Supermassive is
Um,
awesome.
Goated plugin. I have used like
Practically banked on that.
the Tape Mellify outstanding plugin. Outstanding plugin. And I think those are the only like non-stock ones. Or no, I got introduced to Valhalla Shimmer
Oh, Shimmer, yeah.
by Lover's Dream, because I saw him use it when he was streaming his FL setup one day. I was like, oh, I wonder if this plugin is good. So I looked around and found it, and then started using it, and I've been using that in my patcher preset ever since.
I need to start making more presets, but at the same time, I don't want my music to become too bland. Other than the
Yeah. So the presets are just the easier way to have everything like all together. It
Yeah,
makes it easier to fiddle around more with the stuff that's outside of the preset.
definitely. I just kind of wing it and see how it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes
Hmm.
it doesn't.
That's how it was whenever I was like starting out. Is I would just I kind of just wing it. That's kind of how I was when I was making the first Signal Wave album. I just kind of did stuff until it stuck, and then I was able to crank out a bunch of songs.
Oh. To think, I'm still blown away to think that you started a year ago and you've already come to today, you know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the more you look back on it, the more it is low key kind of like ridiculous. Just I've moved so far, and like, hold on. October, November, December. Like in like literally like less like in like basically 4 months. It's insanity.
You technically, yeah. Your first major release was back in, well, the actual release was
October.
October, yeah. And you have a lot of followers too, but I think those are mainly just downloads.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to grow yourself is using the codes, because whenever people claim the code, it makes them a follower. So
I've never really been a big fan of the codes that y'all are used to, mainly because I want people to find me in the wild and appreciate me more than relying on codes per se.
I mean, you can still find people in the wild like that, because people can just scroll through the site and see like new releases under X genre and be like, oh, this looks interesting. I'll claim this and see what's up.
Definitely. Because I think that's how one of my followers found out Carpenter Road, one of my early releases. And that was like a big project at the time for me. And now I've just kind of grown to today.
Yeah, I definitely got a big follower boom from when World End Collapse put out my first album. Definitely saw a lot more people come over. Same with my Signal Wave album being on Freshwater Media. That brought over a ton of people.
Yeah, Freshwater is like a good starting place.
I love Freshwater a lot. 171 is the GOAT.
Heck, yeah. I'm surprised he only has like 3 aliases. He has 171, Heck, which is his experimental one that he used for Nyctophobe, and Channel 71. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'll look through the form, see if there's any last minute things. It says, why do you think you love streaming? I haven't seen you stream before.
Before I did music, I was streaming like almost every day. It would just be me streaming while I'm playing with my friends, usually like Hayden and our old friend group. I would always just play Fortnite with them, and we'd stream for hours and hours on end. It was a really fun time. Despite how bad the stuff going around it was still it was a fun time whenever we got to just hop on the game and stream.
You keep referencing old friend group. Has anything happened to it?
Oh, there's a lot that happened to that old friend group.
Oh, I bet.
That's a whole thing.
That's a whole different freaking episode.
I'll just say the basics of it was they were treating Hayden so poorly, and they made us out to be the bad guys because we were saying, yo, why are you treating him like this? Why can't we get the same, like, why are the feelings not going both ways anymore? And they just couldn't take accountability for what they were doing, and then they made us out to be the villains, and so now we don't talk anymore.
That sucks.
It does suck because 2 of those people I had known almost all of my like online life. Like one of them I knew for basically over a decade. The other one I knew for like basically like 5 or 6 years, and they just switched up like that for some reason. Just strange behavior.
Well, life goes on, and I'm glad you and Hayden.
That's so funny. It's so funny you say that because I did a YouTube video talking about the situation, and I literally titled it "Life Goes On." That's so funny.
Oh, I love the irony. Oh,
that's so funny.
Life goes on. I should watch that video. I've mainly been prioritizing in your Signal music, but I haven't really looked at anything else.
Yeah, there's a lot. I have plenty of videos. I need to get back into more like maybe consistently uploading, but it's like I haven't like. Because the thing with my videos is I'll have, if I have, like, the idea, it'll be a thing where it's like, I don't know if this idea is fleshed out enough where I want to make a video, or if it's too undercooked where I just have it as, like, a tweet or a story post. And so then, like, a lot of them had gotten stuck in this, like, in-between area, but then the more important ones ended up getting pushed to be videos, which is where those ones ended up actually coming out as videos. Like a lot of my more recent ones outside of me like me just actually just talking those ones were the ones that I had much more to go on and actually pushed out to be a video instead of just being like a tweet or a story post.
Interesting. Do you ever plan on continuing like external videos on YouTube other than Signal and such?
Absolutely. If I end up thinking of more stuff to talk about in terms of like videos, I'm 100% going to keep making them. Like the one I did recently is the one I thought about a bit like overnight. I was like, you know what? I can actually sit down and make a video about this and relate it back to the music stuff that I have going on. So it's like it was the easy way to get that video out and actually get my thoughts across on the matter.
Hmm. So is most of your videos going to be like ranting and such? If you
That was the main idea behind my channel initially. Is it was a place. It was the same thing with streaming. It was a place where I could go to and actually just like rant because I mean I don't know about you, but I talk to myself all the time. So it would just be easy. It's just so easy to just go to putting that me talking to myself. Just put a microphone in front of it and just put it out as like a video.
God, you're just like I like talk to myself so much. It's kind of become like schizophrenic in a way.
It seems like it, but it's so helpful.
It helps with my social anxiety.
It's so helpful.
Oh my gosh. Well, we are coming up on the 1 hour mark soon, so is there anything else you personally would like to talk about on this episode? Now's your time to shine.
Huh. I definitely. I guess I don't have like a. I don't know if I have like another like big topic I want to discuss. I think we kind of hit all the big points. I guess now all I really have is I probably just want to give like. Yeah, I just want to give like shout outs to people, honestly.
Alright, go ahead.
So, obviously, Hayden / DJ Rapture / Hidden Tranquility, my best friend, amazing music, definitely check him out. Same with Gofa, amazing music, great friend, make sure to check him out. Hidden Reality, Sammy, another owner of ZBC, definitely check him and his whole label out. They're all cool people. Yeah, I already brought up Tefco. He's such a good guy. Make sure to check him out. Great person. Great music too. And if someone I do want to shout that was one of like the first big artists that actually gave me like a chance. Well, there's two, sort of. One, the first one's Emzil. That Emzil is the GOAT, but he was one of the first like bigger artists to actually like listen to my stuff and give me props for it. That's the GOAT. Make sure to check him out. He just dropped a collab with Cicadence that is amazing. That album is ridiculously good. And obviously my greatest inspiration is Nether. Shout out to him. He's been kind of missing recently, but I see him online. We've talked before. That's the GOAT. He is the main inspiration behind the Korean album because he was there when I was making the 4th or 5th song, and he said it sounded really good, and that's how I knew, okay, this needs to be an album. So shout out to him, and yeah, I love all those people, love everyone that's been supporting me. I would not be here without you guys, so I love you guys.
I can put links to all their channels or Discord in the description when this episode goes live.
Absolutely link all of them. They're the GOATs.
I definitely will when I start mastering this. You might have to DM me some of their, account links.
I got you.
Because chances are you'll probably forget, like, a lot of these people that you already talked about in, like, a week, so...
Nah, I'll be sure to remember.
I take that as a challenge.
Okay.
Well, coming up on the 1 hour mark, any last minute remarks?
Stay woke. Please get more woke and stay woke.
Stay woke is wild. That's so out of pocket too, but hey, float your boat.
So you gotta be woke in these times, bro.
Be fucking Woke. Talk about new releases, artist interviews, things going on in the world. I'm just looking at your form that you submitted, and how and Hidden Reality and Vaporcade. Is that pretty much it?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I think it's time we close it up now. Thank you so much for all of you that listened, for listening on to the episode 2 of this episode. I'll make sure to master it and edit it when it decides to go live. God knows when. I have so much on my schedule that it could be literally a month from now. So, oh well. And thank you, Itachi, for coming on this episode and joining us for the Field of Dreams podcast. Anything you want to say?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for having me. I was very glad to do this.
Thank you.
Obviously, if you're hearing all of me and you like what you hear, definitely be sure to check out the Bandcamp page, itachisukiyomi.bandcamp.com. Definitely going to be more coming soon, very soon, so be on the lookout for that.
All right.
And yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you so much for coming out, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace.